Hey, what's up there, lovely people of the internet, and welcome back to a very exciting video. Now today, we are celebrating 21,000 subscribers, which means we're finally legal. This was supposed to be a 20,000 subscriber special, but I mean, we're far past that point now. Not too far. I mean, I guess far in the sense of it's a lot of people, okay? And I can't quite imagine that many people in a room together. I mean, for instance, 10 people in a room is a lot of people. Now imagine trying to fit 21,000 people in your bedroom. I can't. And I mean, unless you're a millionaire, I know you can't either. Anyway, besides that today, did you guys know that according to my YouTube analytics, 42,000 of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel? We could have been celebrating a much higher number. And if you guys are watching this video right now and you haven't subscribed, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. It would truly, truly help out. I do this as a job alongside editing for bigger YouTubers like Rusted, Sea-Dog, and sometimes Knucks and other creators. The way it works is if the big companies see big number, they offer me big number. Otherwise, they offer me low number because people no subscribe. Anyway, so I told you guys to ask me some very interesting questions, but allow me to quickly reintroduce myself to the lot of you that have just joined. Hi, my name is Evan Guerrero. I am 27 years old and I'm from a small country called Belize. It's a third world country, and God knows that if I wasn't here today, I'd probably be working at a hotel or a bakery or a teacher. Any job that people usually hate, I would be doing that right now. As of right now, I am the biggest anime YouTuber from my country in the world. I'm very proud of that fact. I'm probably the biggest YouTuber from my country in the world, actually, but don't quote me on that because I don't know everyone in the world. I used to do visual effects in Hollywood. I worked on a bunch of commercials, TV shows, movies, etc. And now I'm here on YouTube. So that's it for my quick introduction. Some of you are gonna actually hate this, but I do have new merch. I recently released my Broke Collection merch, which is priced so low so that anyone could actually afford it. It's called the Broke Collection because, as I've said a million times in every single video, I am sad, lonely, terrified, and broke. And like I said, because of that, the merch is cheap enough so that anyone could afford it. A lot of you have purchased it already. I basically get nothing from it because it's priced so low. So maybe go ahead and check that out if you have the time. I also wanted to mention that I have a second YouTube channel. Now the link for that is going to be in the description down below, also in the pinned comment, and maybe up on that nav bar over there. But I really would appreciate it if you guys would go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna post there. There's actually nothing posted there yet. I mean, there is some stuff, but it's not released yet. It's hopefully gonna be a window and a gateway for me to post whatever it is that I feel like doesn't belong on this channel, since this channel is more anime centric. The second channel is probably gonna be for like reviewing memes and stuff like that if you're into the typical basic YouTuber nonsense. And so this is my hope, right? If we can get to 1,000 subscribers on the second channel, right? 1,000 subscribers with no content on that channel, that would be amazing. And you know what? I'm gonna give you guys 30 days. Do you think we can hit 1,000 subscribers in 30 days on the second channel? I don't know. I'm gonna dare you guys to do it. Okay, I've wasted enough of your time. Let's finally get to this Q&A because I know that's why you clicked on the video if you're actually watching the rest of this video. Our first question, very important question. How are you so cute? Well, Cloudcat, I don't know. I'd like to thank my parents for that. Genetics do really play a very important part in that. Also, personal hygiene. Right now, I'm not looking too cute, though, because the quarantine's getting the best of me. But I have been losing weight, though, so I'm actually very happy about that aspect. So hopefully that helps. Also, if you could only want one anime for the entire quarantine period, what would it be? I'm assuming that you meant watch an anime for the entire quarantine period. I would definitely watch One Piece because I feel like One Piece is one of the greatest anime ever made. And honestly, it is all about the adventure, and I really do love the adventure. I love adventure stories, which is why I like stories like The Lord of the Rings. So it would definitely be One Piece. What's your favorite manga? Ooh, so my favorite manga would probably have to be Negima. I read this a while back. I mean, a lot of people probably haven't ever heard of Negima. It had like maybe 2 or 3 anime adaptations, all which I thought were just didn't do it justice. And so yeah, this sounds like the whole prospect of the manga is usually better than the anime. And in this instance, it definitely was. I definitely prefer the manga for Negima. If you guys have some free time, make sure to go check out Negima. It's this fantastic story about this like what is it, 10 or 12-year-old kid, whatever. And he teaches at an all-girls school. And so eventually, it turns into this huge epic adventure. There's magic involved, a lot of action, and it's also a haramechi. So if you're into that stuff, yeah. What is your favorite Yuri scene and Yuri anime? Yuri on Ice. Who is your favorite anime character of all time? My favorite anime character of all time would definitely have to be maybe Akane Tsunemori. I don't know. I just really love how much like Akane is like a hard, independent working woman. She's really smart. She's really tactful, and she just fights for what she believes in. And that to me truly is an inspiring person. Like I look up to that character. Akane Tsunemori is from the anime called Psycho-Pass. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely go ahead. Please watch it. It's one of my favorite anime of all time. Congrats on 20K, Evan. Question, about how many manga series have you read? What is your favorite manga? I've probably read only a few manga. I don't read a lot of manga, and I never really read a lot of manga. I've read all of Bleach, Naruto, Negima, Love Hina. I mean, I've read a bit of like other manga along the way, but like I can't really remember any of the names right now. What's your favorite anime and what's your favorite collab that you've done? That's a good question. Now, in terms of my favorite anime, I always say it's like between a tie with Psycho Pass and One Piece. Both have affected my life in very interesting and weird ways. I guess for now I'm gonna say One Piece, but Psycho Pass is a really close second, and on some days I feel like Psycho Pass is just better. Now, two-part question, since you also asked what my favorite collab that I've ever done is, my favorite collab that I've ever done is probably my fairy tale video, which actually featured Knucks and a bunch of other anime YouTubers. No one really watched that video, but that only really covers collabs on my channel that I feel were really good. Now, in terms of collabs on other people's channels that I thought were truly amazing for me, I really enjoy being in all of CDogVA's cosplay videos. Will there be more abridged series like Clout Hero? Now, this isn't a primarily a bridge-based channel, but I want to, because I did this thing for a while. A lot of you probably haven't watched these videos because they're a lot older, but before any anime review that I used to do, or anime first impression video, I would always abridge maybe like a minute to 2 minute scene from that anime, and it was like my unique stamp on YouTube. Like, no one else was doing that. It'd be like, before I give you my 2 cents on this show, let me show you an abridged bit of it that I made, right? And like, unfortunately, I stopped doing that because one, it took way too long to do abridged bits, and two, in my analytics, it showed that people would click off the video after the abridged bits, which means that people really appreciate and loved my abridged, but I also want people to care about what I feel about the anime, right? So I kind of just stopped doing that because I didn't want people to just watch the first minute and then leave. I mean, as is, no one really watches more than like a minute and a half of any of my videos, so that's kind of sad to begin with. I'm not even sure if any of you got this far in the video, but if you did get this far into the video, comment burger down below. That way I know that, hey, some of you actually did get here, and you know what? I'm gonna heart all of those comments. My God, I was watching CDog videos and then I seen you had a channel, so I came over here and watched some of your videos and I love them. I freak addicted. Your content is so funny and it's just amazing. Plus, question, how did you get interested in this type of stuff? I need to know. I need to know. Like I said, it's pretty simple. I've worked in Hollywood as a visual effects artist, so it's honestly sort of related, not necessarily close enough, but like it is, the departments work together, right? Like the editors would edit the video and then the visual effects artist would go and take that edit and then add stuff like explosions or like transformers, right? Like we were the people that would go ahead and make the transformers and make them look real and like they're integrated into the live action footage and stuff like that. Having that background, editing literally came simple because, you know, it's kind of like an extension, right? I remember I was falling in some hard times and I really needed some extra cash. I was already editing my own YouTube videos, and Mudon TV saw my YouTube videos and he was like, oh, hey man, there's this other YouTuber that's looking for an editor right now. Would you like that job? And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess sure, I'll go ahead and like try to apply. And I didn't really expect to get that job because unfortunately I feel like I'm turned down for a lot of things in life, but CDog saw it, and I mean, I've already answered this question in like another Q&A video that Connor and I did. You should probably go watch that as well. But essentially, he liked it enough that he gave me a chance. We interviewed and he was like, I'm looking for someone who's gonna edit for me long time, not someone who's just gonna edit a few videos and that's it. And I was like, hey man, I want this job long time. Like, I will edit for you forever as long as you're paying well enough. And so here we are. I'm still editing for Connor. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, and I don't think Connor is gonna fire me unless maybe I release another diss track on him. Hopefully that answers the question, but like in truth, I'm not really interested in editing. I don't really like to edit. I feel like it just takes up so much time, and for me, it is a part of the creative process. I love editing my own videos because I get to have my own input, but in terms of like someone like Connor, right? Like I have to see his vision and edit it in the style that he wants. So it's not something I enjoy doing. But yeah, I didn't start my adult life thinking that I want to be a YouTube editor. I just wanted to be a YouTuber at some point in my life. And honestly, coming from Belize, a lot of the kids there, and this is why I continue to do it, because a lot of the kids there, even me growing up, right? I was told that this would never work. Like from everyone, literally everyone. Like my family didn't believe me. My friends didn't believe me. No one ever thought I'd be able to do this, right? And so like being able to finally sit here now and prove people wrong, it feels good. You know, like I am from a country where everyone is expected to never excel past a certain point. Sure, people are expected to become doctors, lawyers, you know, people in traditional departments, right? But no one expects an entertainer from that country. And it just baffles my mind. Like, why would we put down these kids? Maybe they're not doing that anymore, but at least when I was a kid, no one was saying, hey, you can do it. No one was advocating for the arts, and it sucks. So I want to be that person now, proving to literally every single Belizean child out there that, hey, I am the biggest Belizean anime YouTuber. in the world, all right? Quite possibly the biggest Belizean YouTuber in the world, but don't quote me on that again. And I wasn't born rich or anything like that. Like, my family was like any other family, right? Like, we struggled. So, like, if I can make it out of that environment, and if I can try, if I could take what I had, which was nothing, and try to turn it into this small community that we currently have, I literally feel that anyone can do it. And it's not easy. It definitely is not easy. I have gotten incredibly freaking lucky. And, you know, it started off with me doing visual effects in Hollywood, which, again, I went to school for. That wasn't easy either. So, you know, just try. And this is where I'm not. This is where I am now. I still personally eventually want to direct an anime live action film. That is my end goal, right? But for where I am now, this is what I want to do. And I hope that I can inspire someone along the way, and eventually we see more small Belizean creators out there who are talking about anime or anything else on the internet. Whatever you do, guys, I support you. Whew, wow, that was a long response. I apologize for that. What anime do you think is underrated that people need to watch? It occurs to me that a lot of people haven't watched Casern Sins. I really enjoy that anime. It's really depressing though, so like definitely go into it knowing that by the end you'll probably feel really, really bad. However, there's also Birdie the Mighty Dakota. I really do like that one too, so maybe check that out as well. Hot take on anime. Cowboy Bebop is trash. Please don't hate me. What is the best stream or video that you have ever made? I think all of my streams are absolute garbage, so I'm not gonna comment on that. But in terms of the best video on my channel that I've ever made, I think to this day, it's probably my review Starlight analysis video. In that video, things got really personal for me, and I talked about how I just wanted to make it and achieve a larger dream and stuff like that. So it's a really sad boy hour video, and don't expect it to be like my usual comedy videos. So it's a 20-minute analysis video, so please, if you have time to spare, go watch that video as well. What do you think about furries? Honestly, I used to not like them, but then I saw Beastars, and now I think I'm a furry. How many anime have you watched? Way too many. More realistically, the number is now above 500 completed anime, but there's like about 150 more just sitting in my queue waiting for me to finish, so yeah, a lot. How did you meet the people you edit videos for? Connor I already explained earlier. Rustage I met because I did a diss track on Connor, and Rustage was like 99,000 subscribers. He saw it. He was like, hey, Evan, I want to help you make your next diss track on Connor, because Connor had hired someone in Fiverr to make a diss track back on me. And, you know, I was like, okay, I'll do another diss track on you. And Rustage was like, yeah, I want to help with that. So, you know, he hit me up in the DMs. We talked, we spoke, and yeah, we just became friends that way. And I'm going to assume you were probably also asking how I met Knucks. Essentially Knucks followed Hiding in Public. Hiding in Public told Knucks that I was a huge fan, which I guess at the time I was. Knucks ended up following me. I freaked out. He invited me on Rant Cafe, and eventually he asked me to edit a video for him, but I kept saying no. Favorite anime? You know what? For this point in the video, I'm gonna say Psycho Pass. Earlier I know I said One Piece. I'm gonna say Psycho Pass now for sure. Actually, no, maybe One Piece. I can't decide, okay? Why is you simp? Now, there's a simple answer for this question. I am not a simp. In order to be a simp, you have to respect women. That being said, I respect all women on equal levels. I mean, I feel like every woman is a queen. I respect my mother, my two sisters, my niece, my aunt, my grandma. Hell, I love women. I want to be with women. Come on, like, why would I not respect them? So I guess to answer that question even further, if it means that respecting women makes me a simp, then god damn it, I guess I am a simp. When are you finally gonna do a face reveal? What plans do you have for your channel? Now, aside from the thing I mentioned earlier about inspiring young Belizean children, I just want to hit 100,000 subscribers and get a silver play button. Like, I know it's a paperweight and it doesn't really mean much, but to me, it would mean a lot. It would mean that I would be the first person from my country to receive that award. And that is insane. No one in the world is probably going to write a history book about that, but like, I'll know it. And hopefully, like, you guys can take it on for generations to come and talk about how Evan was the first person from Belize with a silver play button. Like, I'm just saying, like, that just sounds like a cool story to me. I want it. That's what I want. And I mean, after that, honestly, hopefully I'm still making content. Hopefully you guys still enjoy what I'm putting out. It starts with you guys hitting the subscribe button, because I really, really, really want more of you to actually hit subscribe and like continue watching the videos, but like, you know, also hit the button, because it would help a lot. Please do it. I'm practically begging you at this point, please. What is your motivation for YouTube? Also, why is Hestia Bestia? I've already answered that question once in this video. I want to inspire young Belizean children, but also I really just wanted to eventually someday be friends with Giguk and like Joey and like Arcada, pretty much all of like Podtaku at the time, right? That was my motivation, and fun fact, I'm now friends with most of those people. So I guess I've already achieved my goal and my dream in life in that aspect. So I truly don't know why I keep doing this. And now, Dono, if you want to know why Hestia is Bestia, you can just watch my video that I've already made explaining why Hestia is Bestia. Why would I tell you that? Here, come on now, I need more watch time. Any tips to give to anyone that is looking to be an editor? Also, what gave you the motivation to be an editor? I already answered the second part of that, but watch tutorials on YouTube. I mean, I'm pretty much self-taught in editing. Like I said, went to school for visual effects. Editing, I'm self-taught. So for a lot of you DMing me on how to be an editor, literally just go to YouTube and just type in how to edit with Adobe Premiere or whatever software you're gonna use. That's how I started. I started on like Windows Movie Maker. So like, honestly, just go out, look for stuff on your own, actually set the time aside to learn that stuff, right? Like don't get lazy, because like, here's something that I do every night. Every single night before I fall asleep, I try to learn something new. So I will literally, like, maybe 30 minutes before bed, I'll pop on a tutorial, be like, hey, I want to learn how to do this, and I'll watch it. So I advise you guys, maybe try that. Maybe before going to bed every single night, look up a tutorial on how to do this in like an editing software, and eventually maybe the next day go out and actually do it. Yeah, if you want to be an editor, ultimately I tell you not to be an editor, but I mean, hey, if you can make it work, definitely make it work. Also, this is going to be a bit controversial, but definitely do not edit for anime YouTubers. I would advise you to edit for any other type of YouTuber on this platform, not anime YouTube. They do not pay enough. Hermazor says, congrats, my boy. Thank you, Herm. My question is, if you can get isekai'd into a hockey, because I'm not going to say that word because it's going to get me demonetized, which hockey would you be in? Well, I'd probably choose Itadaki Seiki. I mean, just for the fact that the girl can turn into whatever I want. So, I mean, you know. Simple question, who is your waifu? Now, do you want a real answer, or do you want the response that I give everyone here on YouTube? Because real answer is different from Hestia, which is what you're probably thinking. But Hestia is my waifu. If you want the real answer, maybe I'll explain that in another video someday. Comment down below if you want that. Question, do you prefer having the beard or not having it? What are the pros and cons? I'm curious. Well, mental quorum, I definitely prefer not having a beard. Beards are itchy, beards look disgusting to me, and I don't like how they feel. However, many women that I have been with and many women that know me say that I look better with a beard. So unfortunately, I keep it just to attract them. Also, I'm not sure that it is attracting anyone right now because I look homeless. So I don't know. You tell me, beard or no beard, do you like it? There's probably a poll up there. Please answer it. What's the story behind your YouTube name? That's actually pretty simple. It's also pretty stupid. My friends back in Belize, maybe when we were in like the 5th grade, this was around the time that Dragon Ball Z, I believe, was airing, GT, whatever. It was the fact that I think Vegito was introduced, and they were like, oh my God, Evan, what if you and Vegito fused? Oh snap, big brain, you would make Evanito. And so like, yes, I know that sounds really dumb, but like essentially the name was going to be Ebenezer Scrooge, but my ex-girlfriend at the time told me that no one would be able to spell that, and I agree with her. So, you know, she said to keep it simple, so I was like, well, I could just use that dumb name that people called me when I was a kid. And she was like, oh, what's that name? And I was like, Evanito. And she was like, do that. And I was like, okay. And then I typed in Evanito, and Evanito with an O was taken, so I added the 0 at the end because I wanted it to be different. And I'm glad that I did that, because I honestly don't think that anyone else on the entirety of the internet has the name Evanito with a 0 at the end, except for that one stupid jerk on the PlayStation Network. I want my goddamn name back. I want to change my name from Anime Noah. Give me my name. Now, if you guys know who that guy is, please tell him that I'm looking for him, and I will do very inappropriate things to him if he doesn't give me that name, or I'll just give him a hug, whichever's worse. Can you rate every Shrek movie? Also, can your ranking have to be in terms of isekai anime? That's asking for a lot. So I would say that every Shrek movie is really, really good. I'm not gonna rate every single one of them individually because they're all equal in every right. Therefore, if I had to compare them to a great isekai series, I would say that every Shrek movie is the equivalent to the first 10 episodes of Sword Art Online. You always talk about how you're single, right? But tell us, what kind of girls is you type? Well, I can definitely tell you what type of girls are my type. It's quite simple, honestly. I've said it a few times in other videos. White, female. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No, but more realistically, honestly, I'm just looking for someone right now that, like, I mean, I guess I'm not really actively looking for anyone, but like, I'm trying to vibe with people that, like, you know, will respect me and show me that, you know, they're as interested as I am into them, right? So I mean, I'm talking to someone right now. By the time you're watching this, I'm not sure if that's still gonna be the case or anything, but like, I'm enjoying talking to her right now, and she seems to enjoy talking to me. So just someone that literally respects me as much as I respect them, preferably someone that does watch anime. I used to date a lot of girls that just never watched anime and never knew anything about it, weren't into it at all. And I now know that that was a mistake, because having someone be into the same thing as you, a lot of people had told me as a kid was kind of boring, but now I'm finding out that that's what I want, right? Like, I don't think it's boring. Like, you get to talk about like the things that you're both into, right? Like, if I like an anime and she also likes an anime, right? We can talk about it for hours on end. They don't have to like want to be a YouTuber or anything like that. Like, cause like, you know, at the end of the day, I don't expect that anyone or everyone is capable of doing this. I don't think I'll be able to continue doing this, but hopefully I can. So that's the simple short response. I don't know, maybe I could make an entire video about that if you guys are interested. When did you start watching anime? I started watching anime probably when I was like 10 years old, watching stuff like Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, stuff like that, but I didn't know it was called anime at the time, right? So I guess when I truly found out what anime was, I believe 13 in high school. I graduated high school at the age of 16. I started high school at the age of like 13. It was weird, okay? Don't worry about it. Do you believe in the power of youth? Yes, broccoli. I definitely do. I also ate broccoli right before recording this, so I actually find this really funny. Have you ever been to Fiji? And if not, would you like to go sometime? If you're offering me a free trip to Fiji, yes, I will definitely take it. What anime is the one that set the bar and had the most influence on your taste? I think the anime that had the most influence on my taste and the one that set the bar was definitely Bleach, because I remember I was reading Bleach because someone showed me a panel from Bleach, and I was like, oh my god, this looks really cool. And I started reading it, and I was like, oh my god, this is really amazing. Then I started watching the anime, and I was like, oh my goodness, the voice acting, the music, it just all ties it together. And I remember after watching Bleach, I literally went to Google, and then this is literally what I searched up. I said, more TV shows like Bleach, and Google's result was anime, and I was like, what is anime? And then I read through and saw a few articles and discussions online, and people were saying that it was, you know, stuff like Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, and all the stuff that I was already watching. And I was like, oh, like, I really enjoy those shows already, so what if I just watch more shows like that? And I eventually, you know, found out obviously it was also like the art style and stuff too that some people considered it to be. So essentially just shows from Japan that were cartoons, and here we are now. Thoughts on Beastars? Like I said already, I'm a furry now. Pancakes or waffles? Now you're asking the very important question that I actually have asked several girls on Tinder, and if they gave me the right answer, I went on dates with them. If they didn't, I never spoke to them again. Literal fact, by the way. Waffles. Why the hell would you bake pancakes, right? Waffles have ridgets. You can pour the syrup in there. It gets stuck in there. It's perfect. When you bite down on it, it's kind of crunchy. It's really nice. Pancakes, they're flat. They're soggy. They're disgusting to look at. Waffles, they're like the Nicki Minaj. They're thick. You know, you look at them and you're like, damn girl, I really want that inside of me. I hope that you don't look at Nicki Minaj and think that, but like, bear with me. Pancakes, on the other hand, they're like Sakura. Now, yeah, you might look at these two options, you're like, I really don't want either of them, but if I really had to choose, I'd choose Nicki Minaj over Sakura. And I'm glad that you agree with me, and if you don't, then you're crazy. Do you regret saying you'll answer these questions? Yes. And that's it, guys. That is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much. This is probably a long video. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I'm not sure if you guys are going to watch the entire thing, but if you do, comment snail down below as well, so that people will be confused when they see this video and they're like, why are some people commenting snails? Thank you guys so much for asking those questions. Thank you for helping me hit 21,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Hopefully the next time we do this, we're at 50,000 or 100,000. Who knows? We are growing, and I really appreciate that. And honestly, I guess the last favor I can ask you guys is that if you're not subscribed, hit the darn subscribe button. There's 42,000 of you that aren't subscribed. 42,000, that's a big number. Also, follow my Instagram, because I'm trying to grow my Instagram and I don't know how to grow it. So yeah, reminder, subscribe to my first YouTube channel, follow my Instagram. And I guess a special thank you to all of my beautiful patrons, whose names I will not be saying at the end of this video because my voice is kind of gone right now. My water's also kind of gone, and my camera's about to die. But like, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to every single one of you that will watch this video, like it. Join my Discord. Come talk to me, and I will see you guys in the next video, which is going to be a really big video. Have you guys ever watched Jeopardy? I hope you have, because if you have, you're going to enjoy this next video. Anime Jeopardy with e-girls. Who knows? Bye!